real quick on the rails, because it did hit yesterday.
Oh, what do we think here?
I mean, we think that it's more likely than not that that Canadian Pacific is going to win the day here. CN is on the clock. They've got 5 business days, so let's call it to, the end of the week. And we may not hear from them. They said a couple of things in terms of quotes to the Journal and the like, but basically it's an uphill battle for CN to try to come back with some sort of a deal where they would obviously increase the price, but vastly increase as well the size of the reverse break fee that they'd have to pay. So this is where we stand. It's $2.884 and $90. They say, hey, that's superior. Why? Because we know we can actually get the money. That's why after the STB in that 5-0 ruling that really just crushed Canadian National, and that's the way you have to view it. They left them so little room to get anything done here. Not to mention on the other side, they're dealing with the activist investor in TCI. Yes, they own a lot of Canadian Pacific as well does TCI, and they want that deal to happen. But it doesn't mean that they aren't a significant force here against CN's attempts to potentially say what they possibly could do here to try to make it so that the Kansas City Southern Board would change their opinion. Highly unlikely, it would seem, but we still got time. We haven't heard anything official from CN, so we'll wait. By the way, on Kansas City Southern, if and when they do finally sign that deal, they still need their shareholder vote. They need a CP vote. They still need Mexican approval. But it's not that many months till you get your money if you're a Kansas City Southern shareholder, remember, because they have the approval of the voting trust. And that was the key here. CP has that approval, and Kansas City, Canadian National, does not.
Well, Dave, does it matter that the rails peaked about a month and a half ago and they're paying way too much? I mean, particularly because Mexican car production is down. I mean, really, these guys. I mean, look at CSX.
But this is the last asset, Jim. So there's a scarcity value here that's playing out for more than just the ups and downs that are occurring.
Oh, so you're saying that the volatility that I've noticed is irrelevant?
I'm not saying it's irrelevant, but yes, to the long-term view that they have at Canadian Pacific or at Canadian National for the value of this asset, yes, I am saying that.
Well, there you go. I mean, because I'm saying short term, if they both walked away, the stock would just collapse. But I like your view. What?
Yep.
I like your view. I've endorsed your view.
I appreciate that.
No problem.
We got to look into uranium, guys.
We're all
some emails on it. We're going to look at it. The Sprott,
uranium.
Sprott fund.
Yeah. I'm on that because 20% plus is nuclear.
Yeah, well, after Fukushima, things really, came down, but now they're starting to recommission. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what's going on.
Yeah, there's actually an interesting political circularity from the left and right on nuclear, I think, right?
Yeah.
They sort of see.
Well, we know what's the cleanest, but
and it can be.
You can't build a new
safe.
one. You can't build a new one. That's what I always thought mattered.
Well, maybe you need to.
Good luck.